Welcome to my evaluation of social pressures influencing the exponentially increased habit of purchasing nicotine devices. The goal today is to key in on both why this business is driving and what direction that taking part in this new trend may take you. The consumer base that I want to shine light on would be students, referring to both high school and college. This demographic tends to be targeted by vape stores since they know about social norms and peer pressures, which may encourage more business, which I will be providing some examples of. These vape stores can be located both in rural and urban locations. Right here is my local Metamora, Michigan vape store called the Peace Pipe. This store has minimum competition out here, yet is still very successful. This is due to how geographically it is the only vape store within miles and is placed between two school districts to receive consistent business. Vape stores are extremely prosperous. It seems that the majority of towns with school districts present have at least one. This Wild Bill's Smoke Shop is my Oxford, Michigan hometown electronic vaporizer shop. This shop has been placed right downtown while being approximately 1 mile away from the high school and middle school. The stores are being strategically placed to be easily accessed by the community, becoming a normal occurrence. In college towns like Michigan State University, it is even common to see multiple shops within a few block radius. These electronic nicotine devices are something that people can also come across during everyday activities. They are now sold in gas stations and convenience stores, which may have advertisements and flavors to catch the eye of all demographics. These wide displays are expanding the influential capabilities of members of the community. Hello, what's your name, and are you a user of nicotine devices?
My name is Zach, and yes, I am.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions concerning nicotine devices. Who do you believe the demographic is that desires the use of nicotine devices the most?
I'd say high schoolers and college kids, and once you get out of college is usually when people tend to quit.
The next question I'm going to ask is, have you ever been influenced by a family member, friend, or peer to use a nicotine device? And if so, what scenario and how?
I would say peers are the biggest influence on people doing nicotine. For example, you're at a party and somebody goes, yo, just hit this, just try it once, and you don't really think of it having that many bad effects, and then you can become addicted after that first hit.
Okay, last question. Why do you think e-cigarettes are so popular despite the adverse effects that may come along with purchasing and using such devices?
Well, there hasn't been that many studies or much proof to show that they are that dangerous for you because they only have been around for maybe 10 years-ish. And as well as their convenience, you can hit them anywhere, anytime, no matter if you're in a classroom or even out to eat with your parents when you're trying to hit it in the bathroom.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, perfect. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thanks, you too.
Social pressures can be a very general statement. You may be wondering if this is a social problem, if it is only for some people, if this is harmful, and also seeking the overall consequences of the usage. I am here to tell you that the occurrence of being sucked into what may be called social norms happens on a daily basis, and you might not even notice. The placement of these shops are dense with friends, family, and peers, which affect how nicotine devices are looked at. Though people may have various perspectives as seen where people are frequent users versus fellow members which don't join the rest of the crowd. Hello, what is your name and do you use nicotine devices?
My name is Jerry Burr, and no, I don't use nicotine devices currently.
Who do you believe the demographic which desires to use nicotine devices the most would be?
I think it's all ranges, but mainly starts off with the younger ranges, and it creeps up. I have a few friends that are a little bit older that actually use them because they think that it's healthier for them.
The next question I'll be asking is, have you ever been influenced by a family member, friend, or peer to use nicotine devices? If so, what scenario and how?
I really haven't been. When I was younger, I was influenced to use cigarettes, but not any of the newer devices today because they know I have a health condition. So,
Why do you think e-cigarettes are so popular despite the adverse effects that may come along with purchasing and using such devices?
It's easier to get. It's a vaping method type, and it could actually possibly be a little bit less harmful to the body, but unknown risk there. And then potentially symptoms they don't know long range, so it could be interesting how it affects the body long range.
All right, thank you for your time and have a nice day.
Thank you.
There are both health and economic concerns, which have the ability to mess up opportunities along with relationships. The age of electronic nicotine devices now is on such a grand scale that there is full-on conventions, expanding with trends where people may say it's what cool kids do, or doing it just for fun. From vape tricks to just trying to get a buzz, all can go in a full circle back to social pressures initiating them. Impulsive decision-making is not something new and is how this business and trend grew so viciously. Times are changing, and this dramatic issue which has presented itself can be a concern to many, especially the future of students. Social science researchers have already started statistically analyzing downsides of nicotine usage, but haven't done the spreading of concerning peer pressure social work justice. This is an issue with severe repercussions which should be taken seriously in order to create a difference, making the world we live in safer.